Hi everybody, my name is Cecilia Lowe and I am the head of the Learning Enhancement team at the University of York. The Learning Enhancement team has responsibility for organising support for academic skills primarily, so I'm going to go through a few slides to point out the services that we offer. It may be that as you have all very successfully progressed through your academic career, you've done your undergraduate, you've done your masters, you may have done 2 masters, you're now at a PhD, I would assume you have really great academic skills. You don't need us. But the fact is, a PhD in terms of the research that you undertake, the data analysis, the maths, the stats that you need to deal with, and to a degree the writing involved to produce a thesis can be still quite daunting. And it's very easy for students to feel at times that they've got a bit lost in it. So these facilities and services are available to you throughout the year. We're open 51 weeks of the year, and do please engage if you need to. We love meeting our research students, and we love hearing about your research. So I'll just quickly go through what we have available. There's a stand outside when you leave which has these leaflets, which has QR codes for access to the resources. Take one, pin it on your notice board. You will need it possibly or may need it in the weeks to come. So the academic skills community basically offers online resources. So wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, you can access skills resources online, 24/7, 365. We have workshops online and face-to-face, and one-to-one appointments online and face-to-face. So these are the range of different formats of support that we have, and I'll just go through them in a little bit more detail, but quickly so we can move on through the program. In terms of our online resources, we have a writing practical guide, an academic writing practical guide. We have a referencing practical guide, which covers, at the moment, I think 9 different forms of referencing. I don't know if you knew there were that many, but we're adding all the time. But I think 9 is about our limit. Well, I don't think we can find any more, but we do all 9, and there's a lot of guidance online for you to do with referencing. And also a maths and statistics guide, which has a lot of information and useful tools that you can use for maths and statistics. The links are also on the slides, and you'll get these after the talk. We have a workshop program throughout the year that looks at academic reading and writing, communication skills, including presenting and engaging in discussion groups. So if you're not as confident as you feel you might be, it's useful joining in some of these activities. Usually there are a mixture of groups, students, so you can have undergraduates, masters and PGR students all mixed together in some of the communication skills groups, which actually makes for a very vibrant community and a very vibrant discussion. We also have statistics and data analysis workshops, digital skills workshops, which my colleague Siobhan will talk about in a minute, and self-development workshops, talking about study skills in general, time management, dealing with procrastination, getting yourself moving, which is often, you can have ups and downs with your PhD. So the workshop program, again, is advertised, and many of them all of them will be offered online and face-to-face. So if you want to meet people as well, come to a workshop. It can be a great way to meet other people. We also have online and let's say these are offered online and face-to-face. So we can book through Target Connect, through the My University of York app, or our Community Web Skills website. But again, the links are on here and on the slides, so you can look at those later. We also have one-to-one appointments. So we have what's called study coaching, where you can book an appointment for half an hour to talk to someone when you just think, what am I doing? Where am I going with this? I'm a bit stuck, or I'm worried, or how do I map this out? Just how do you manage your learning? The study coaching people are really good. They've worked very well with PGR students, and we've had some of our best feedback from PGR students who felt that they were stuck, and this has helped them get moving. Again, just talking to someone about how you're feeling and getting some ideas about what you can do, what tools you can use to manage your study, because a PhD is quite a big thing, and it can feel intimidating at first. At various points in your PhD, different feelings come when you're starting, when you're in the middle and there's lots of data to deal with, when you're at the end and you're trying to write up. There's all sorts of different times that you might think, I just want to talk to someone about it. Study coaching can help with that. We also have one-to-one appointments via the Writing Centre. We have specific appointments for PhD students, so this is with academic staff. And we have specific times a week that we devote just to you guys. And again, a very popular service for PGR students, such that this year I think we're going to have to double what we did last year. So the demand, don't feel because you're a PGR student you should know everything about academic writing and handle everything. You will be managing so much data and so much reading and so much knowledge when you're trying to pull together and define and refine your thesis. It's a really big thing to do, and we can help with that. Even if it's just giving a draft of a chapter to the tutor and saying, what do you think? Does it work? Is it clear? Is there anywhere as a reader that you get lost? We can be that objective reader. We can read through anything. I've read physics theses. I've read law theses. I've read midwifery theses, which is not something you want to read often. But as a reader, I can read through and think, yes, I've got it. No, that bit there, you lost me. I don't know what that bit was about. So we can give you a good objective reaction and discuss where there are issues. And the Maths Skills Centre obviously also gives one-to-one appointments. What we find is often it's about statistics for PGR students. We can go to a certain level. Some of you are very specialist in your statistics, and if you're too specialist and too complex, which it can be, we'll always refer you back to your supervisors or find someone in a department who has that specialist knowledge to help you. But we can help with people who are beginning to deal with statistics at a level they've never dealt with before. Similar with maths. Okay, so this is what I should have had up while I was talking about study coaching. But you can talk about your academic work, you can talk about your personal challenges, you can explore successes that you've had. The Writing Centre the same, and the Maths Centre. So those are the services, the range of services that we have on offer. As I've said, please don't feel as a researcher or a PhD student that you do not, or you shouldn't come along and talk to us. We are there for all students, whatever stage of study you are at, and we actually find it fascinating to hear what you're working on. So please feel free to utilise the services as all the other students do. One other thing just reminded me from what Karen said, as an opportunity in study coaching, the Writing Centre and the Maths Centre, we actually employ quite a number of graduate teaching assistants. So at various points of the year through the Graduate Research School website, we will advertise when we're recruiting new GTAs. So if you're interested in working in any of these centres and developing your own teaching skills through working with us, then keep an eye out for those opportunities. Okay, thank you very much.